Earth fans. Like
I
you
mean, all I
mostly
know is
you mostly your guys are you guys are mostly people that play games that take like an absurdly small amount of skill to be successful at.
I don't know
And
if you realize this, but League of
Pause,
Legends
pause,
is
pause,
by
pause,
far
pause.
the lowest skill cap in the genre. Like, there's just
no,
the
no,
game is
you're
way less
absolutely
complicated.
incorrect.
Everyone
You're
gets
absolutely incorrect.
free spells.
I mean,
like,
it would be completely based on what you considered a good KDA. Do you even know what the fuck I am
Pause if
saying
you
when
can,
I say
please.
KDA? Do you know what
Sure
the
I do.
fuck I'm
And
saying?
what does that have anything to do
What
with
is
how complicated
KDA?
games
What does
are? No.
KDA mean then,
Kill,
friend?
death, assist. It's the
Right,
ratio
correct.
of kills.
And it is far harder. It is far harder to get anything other than a support. Support is generally very easy to get any kinds of good stats on because you're basically just relying on your team to do everything for you. If you want to play in high ELO, you have to be good support in order to carry your team as a good support. And you'll face an opposing team with a support too. But to get as a carry, an AD,
you act like
or an
there's not
AP,
support or whatever in these other games. That's what you act like. I swear to God, you clearly haven't played any of them.
I've played.
You act like
I've
there's not a
played
kill death assist in
Dota.
Han or in the other ones either. There is. It's easy.
Dude,
It's pretty
dude,
simple.
all I played was in Han was Puppet Master, and the only thing
So you
I
never played
played
a support?
never, never.
Oh, shock! You're fucking terrible. I get it. All right, goodbye.
Wait. So what's the? I don't understand what your point is though, about there being supports or support being tough to play. Like, I just don't understand.
Please pause it again.
No, that's wrong. That's not what I
Why?
said. That's not what I just said. I didn't say anything about support being hard to play. I said if your team was
Well,
good.
You didn't really say anything at all because you started out asking what KDA is, then really didn't go anywhere with it.
No,
Said
I
something about
asked you
support.
what KDA is. I already knew what KDA is. I asked if you
Right,
knew
but
what it
why
was.
why ask that? You didn't even like.
Because I thought you were
Like
guys
there was no
were.
follow up to it.
Yeah, like it's everything else you
Okay.
say. You never follow it up with a point.
So, okay, let's follow everything up with a point here.
Well, it would be helpful when you're
nice.
talking
Let's
or
follow
making
everything
an
up with a
argument
point.
to have a point.
Let's do it. Well, let's do it then. Let's do it. We'll do it. You started out with MOBAs, and they started with Dota 1, and Dota 1 was a mod of Warcraft 3. It was a mod. It was never actually a game. It was never actually a game at all. It was just you went into
all
custom
know
games and Warcraft. Okay, well, if you would have let me explain my point, then maybe if I explained it while I was saying that, it would make more sense. So yeah, so that was Dota 1. And then from Dota 1 spawned Han, Heroes of New Earth, which a lot of you apparently are familiar with too. Heroes of New Earth was a really big joke because the champion balance was really terrible. It was awful. Like there was champions like Puppet Master, and I can't remember that fucker's name that like right from the beta that I played that rode around on that horse. It was like a caster slash
You're talking about Soul Reaper.
melee, and okay. My point is about it is that it was terribly balanced. It was awful balanced.
When were you
I
playing?
didn't play it, huh?
Were you playing only in beta?
I played beta, and then I played like I bought the game, and then I played. I don't know. It's like 3 or 4 weeks of retail. 3 or 4 weeks of retail, and I played
'Cause the
Puppet
game's not
Master
that
most of the
horribly
time. I played Puppet Master most of the time, and he was like he himself was like incredibly imbalanced. Like you would cast that one thing, like you would cast that shit on someone, and then you would drop your ultimate on them, which was Puppet Master was that spell where it was like that puppet, and then if they got too far away from it, it did damage to them. So you would cast one spell on them, you would cast your ult on them, and then you would tack your own ult, like your own puppet, so that it would blow up, and then it would blow up, and they'd be like, everybody would just run from it.
Guy's an asshole.
They just run from that shit, and then after it blew up, even before it blew up, you would just immediately start attacking them, because the puppet that you cast on them was going to blow up, and then when it died, it would do a certain amount of damage to them. Yeah, I mean, the whole idea around Han is the exact same idea
But
that.
that's not how his ult works.
Well, that's how it worked. No, that's bullshit, dude. You would cast the fucking thing on it. It would cast those arms, those long arms.
Yes, it
you
puts
know?
strings on them, and when you attack him, it does increase. You attack the puppet, it does increase damage. But when you run out of range,
Correct.
It stops.
No,
And
that's
it doesn't
okay.
blow up.
I guess I said it wrong. You had to kill the puppet. You had to kill the puppet before someone ran out of range of the strings. It wasn't hard to do, though. The thing did not have that much health.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No,
That's
it's-
how
no, it's
exactly
not.
it worked.
The way that it works
You had to
is
kill
that-
the puppet before someone
No,
ran out of
no,
range of the
no,
strings
no,
of the puppet.
No. The puppet has a predetermined set of hit points. All damage you do to the puppet does 130% damage to the target. When the puppet dies, all that happens is you don't do that anymore. It doesn't mean the target dies.
That's exactly what I just said. You did damage to the puppet to do damage to the person that was attached to the puppet.
Right, but it doesn't kill the person.
No, it just does I didn't say it like instantly, or if I did, I'm wrong. But it doesn't. I didn't mean it killed them instantly. I mean it transferred equally from the damage you did to the puppet to the person that was you attached to the puppet. Right? If that makes sense. Like the.
Yes. But like it doesn't blow up or anything.
No, you just you do a certain amount of damage to it. The puppet itself has like a certain amount of life, and you as like a friendly team. Okay, I attach the puppet to someone, and then me as my friendly,
I didn't see you there, sorry.
and then me as the friendly team with like me and one other person. We killed the puppet. Puppet had so much health, and that amount of health was transferred as damage to the person the puppet was attached to. Correct?
They're coming on the left.
Right.
Let's get this guy.
So there's a maximum amount of damage that ability can.
Right. And, I mean, the reason it was really OP is because...
Christ. Like, that's so fucking stupid right there.
I know.
But
The
it's
reason
not,
it
no,
was
no, no,
really
it's not
OP
even that. It's just that the silence missed. Like, ugh,
Oh, did it?
whatever.
You guys are like playing Han, aren't you?
Yep.
That game's so fucking bad, man.
You see, here's the difference about, like, I'm going to point out something to you about yourself. It's like a shortcoming in you. It's like, I can look at a game of League of Legends and say I don't like it, and it's different, and I told you why it's different than Han. And, like, everyone knows it's different, and different people enjoy different games, but, like, it's totally cool for something to be different. It doesn't mean you have to hate it. But, like, you have, like, something fucked up in your head where you're like, oh, I don't like that game, therefore it's awful, and I'm going to, like, make fun of people who play it. Like, that's a
I just
shortcoming
think
in
Han
yourself.
takes less skill. I think Han takes less skill to be good at. Like, before I ever even knew League of Legends, I was good at Han. And then when League of Legends came out, like the same basic
It doesn't
builds.
address what I just said. Like, that doesn't address what I just...
No, it
I'm not
totally
talking
does.
about
It
the
totally does.
No, I'm talking about
Well-
a shortcoming in you, not in a game. Like, I'm talking about your outlook on the world. Like, there's something wrong that you have to, like, tear down something else.
Are
that
you
somebody else
talking
likes.
about that I hate black people? Is that what you're talking about? That I
Well, I mean, that's
dislike black
fundamentally
people?
wrong with you. But, like, whatever. That's not a shock that you're racist.
Well, then what are you talking about? All right, you're talking about one game, which is Heroes of New Earth, and then you're talking about something that I don't have an idea about that game, but I played that game, and I also played League of Legends, and what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of the champions that have similar play styles, in terms of how you would perceive them in their own role in each
Spectrum.
game, how you would perceive them in their own role, whether that would be, AP mid, top lane, solo top lane, double bottom lane, solo mid, any of that. I think that a lot of those champions that correspond to all of that in Han and League of Legends, the ones in Han are very much so, if not insanely more so, easier to play than the ones in League of Legends. And that's what I'm saying, I mean, you seem to think that I'm making some kind of grand assumption about, one game or the other,
I
and
don't think that. I know that. Like, that's exactly what you're doing. You've spent probably not that much time playing Han. You can't really explain what makes the heroes any more broken or easier to play or whatever your other claims.
It's just a different game.
asserting
Everyone's
it.
gonna like different things.
Yeah, I can say exactly the same thing, that every game's easier to play in LoL, or every hero is easier to play in LoL. Like, and we're both making equal amounts of sense, which is
so basically
not much at all.
we're all wrong. We're all wrong. Well,
No,
I
but
guess
you need
it's
to,
not
like,
correct because
explain
there's
what you mean,
more of you
or
in this channel. There's more of you in this channel that believe that Han is harder, so I'm wrong, and the rest of you just are Han players, and so that's harder because you're Han players. Is that Does that cover it?
If it makes you feel any better, we've actually played both recently.
Right. What's your ELO in League of Legends? What's your ELO at?
I'm shitting Han too. I'm terrible at both. I never said I was.
Anyone here played League of Legends and had good ELO? Yeah, you ever had good ELO in League of Legends and like tried to? I guess
Is that like a blowjob? Getting a good ELO? It's like getting a good blowjob.
ELO.
I don't have a blowjob
No,
either.
blowjob's way better. Blowjob's way better. I'd totally take a blowjob over. I'd take both though. You know what I never had? I never played a good high ELO game while getting a blowjob. That'd be pretty spectacular. I'd tell you, I'd take that just about any day. But any of you people that talk shit about League of Legends or this or that about League of Legends, I couldn't really, I guess, get a good basis
But like
for
the thing
comparison.
is, we didn't really talk shit. We just said things that we didn't enjoy about the game. I didn't even say it was a bad game.
That's true. It's true, man. Pretty sure someone in here called it a bad game. I'm pretty sure it was Deltron. And then this
just blame
Souls guy.
Deltron. Just blame
Del-
fucking
Deltron.
I'm pretty
faggot
sure Del
Souls
likes the
guy.
game. He's played it a lot.
No, Deltron don't like it. He just called it a whole bunch of shit. He just did. He was like,
What?
he just did. You just did. You just said you like to play Han better because it takes more skill to be better at it. You just said that, dude.
I said that I could make those claims about Han the same way you're making them about LoL, with about the same amount of, like, I don't know, proof or whatever.
So what you're saying is you've never been any good at LoL, so you can't make any claims about it.
That's not even close to what I was saying, but I guess, we're hearing different things.
I am terrible at Gauntlet. I should not have played.
That's fine. I haven't really been able to pay attention to this game because my attention's too split. so I don't really. I'm not too invested.
My
in
computer is
what's going on.
constantly like reflashing the background. I don't understand what's happening. It's saying I'm low in memory, and I'm clearly not.
Hey,
I can't even Google it because it fucking crashes every time.
do you guys want to play like some level 1 League of Legends right now then?
Not particularly.
Not really.
You don't want to do
game just
that.
yesterday.
You don't want to you don't want to even do that.
I would have to install, and I don't really want.
Yeah, me too.
Right. And that's why you think Han's better, where I've played more League of Legends, you guys have played
No.
more Han.
That's
No,
not
listen,
that's not at all
it's
what we
simple.
said.
It's no,
That is not
it's
at
not
all
exactly
what we
what you said. It's not
That's
exactly
not
what
even
you
not
said.
exactly. It's not even somewhat
I-
what we said.
It is very, very similar.
No, I said it's a matter of opinion that I prefer Heroes of New. I didn't say Han was a
You're
bad
saying
game.
that
I'll
you
admit
have
Han's a
played
fine
more
game.
heroes.
I
You're saying
definitely
you
have
have
played
played
more
more
Han, because I
heroes
prefer
of
it as
New
a.
Earth than I have.
This is like playing
and
Zelda
I've
to
played more-
Han. You're basically asking me to compare two different games and be mad at me because I don't pick the one you like for the one that I prefer to.
No, it has nothing to do with what you pick or what I want you to pick. It has
I did-
everything to do with which is the better game, which is the more skillful
But
game.
I'm not even talking about that. And I think it's an absurdity to assume, honestly, that one takes more.
Well, one does take more skill,
No,
man.
it doesn't.
Like,
No, like you
yes,
haven't
it
actually
does.
given
They're
us a
both
single
MOBAs.
example.
They're
You haven't
both
given us a
MOBAs.
single example of how one takes more skill. You haven't given a single example.
Okay.
You keep
how
talking
do you
about things
play-
that may have been
how do you
true
play?
3
Okay,
years
let me.
ago, but
I'll
aren't
give you an
true
example.
anymore.
I'll give you an
And
example
then
right
you
now. Give me-
ramble on about another subject for 15 minutes and never make a point.
I'll give you an example now. You have in Han, correct? You have 3 lanes, right? You have
Wait,
and you have and you have 5 characters. You have 3 lanes and you have 5 characters.
Legion.
Very similar to League of Legends. We're gonna focus on the mid lane right here. League of Legends generally in higher ranked ELO,
Fucking
you
all
put
that.
you put an AP ability power caster in mid lane to do a lot of damage. What do you guys do in Han? Do you do something
Depends on your
similar?
There's all sorts of different heroes that can run in mid. And there's all sorts of ones that would be terrible at mid.
But they wouldn't be. But it wouldn't be specifically assigned to a melee or a mage.
No, you could have either. You could have melee or ranged in mid.
That's just you obviously have dude. I'll tell you this right now. I'm
You could
equally
even have a
high.
support run mid.
I am
Yeah,
as
T-shirt.
equally high ranked. Do you want me guys to give you my name in Han so you can look up my
No,
my
it
Han
will
name?
mean nothing to me.
The like my
Yeah.
rank and everything in Han won't mean anything to you.
Actually, yeah, give you your
No,
Han name.
Go ahead. I'll take it.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Want me to post in my vent comment? Do you want me to put it in my vent comment, or do you want me to like log on and message you
comment.
guys from my Han name?
No,
Which
I'll
would
believe
you
that it's your
prefer?
Han name, or I'll believe that it's your name. Just put it in your back.
All right, I'll do it right now.
SSC, there's like not much I can do in this game. Like my computer is shitting on me. It's constantly reloading the background screen.
All right, you see it?
I know. No, I know.
Did you guys see
I'm
it?
not. I don't mean anything I'm saying. I'm just trying to piss him off.
Did you see
Sorry, we're
my
running
name in
late.
my comment? Oh.
No, I missed it. We were fighting people.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Okay. I will
That's a pretty
concede
good one.
two.
I feel like that's a pretty good one.
I will concede two things here. That Han is a different game than League of Legends is, even though they're very similar. I will concede that they're different because their names aren't the same. The name of the game is not the
One
same.
also has deny, which I like a lot.
Correct, absolutely correct. Denies. I wish to death there were denies in League of Legends, because it really separated. You know, that's
I
a
can't
that's a
believe this is
strong
so
point.
frustrating.
That's a strong point to concede for Han. Is that they're really strong players. They're really strong players. Not only did they get their CS, but they denied their CS. They denied other people's CS too. So that's a real strong point for Han. And I wish that was there in League of Legends. I just don't feel individually the champions that you played in Han were as difficult to master as the champions that you played in League of Legends. Um, and that's I'll just leave it at that. But you guys probably think different. Whatever, man. I mean, I don't really care. Whatever. I really want to just go yell at Kane up here, man. Is Kane around
He's
up
not.
there? Oh.
He can make
I'll
it
go
quit a
talk
guild again if you want.
bunch of shit. No, but he'd probably ban me again
I have to reset my computer. Do you guys care? We're gonna lose this, right?
from the channel.
I don't care. Also, he's never banned you from vet, and he can't.
Del, do you care?
What's up?
I need
Do I
to
care
reset my
what?
computer. I need to
There
reset.
was
Do
a
you care?
channel.
Oh, yeah,
there was
right.
some. Do you guys
Okay,
know
I'll be back.
Terrelion? Terrelion?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, There was a vent that all of you guys used to use that I got banned from by Kane.
It was probably by me,
I don't know if it was by you or not. Do you remember
because it was my vet.
XCon the? Do you remember
Yep.
XCon the druid?
Because I remember
All the
you
people
came in
from
vent
Reddit
with
from the
my
last one.
and just started talking a bunch of shit to us, so I banned you.
Yeah, well, it wasn't to any of you guys. It was to Kane specifically. It is what it was, and it was because me and XCon are real life friends, and he started talking shit about Kane, and we knew Kane because he tried to run, or he ran with, he was in our guild before somebody kicked him. I can't remember who kicked him,
Probably Jay.
but
I think it was Sorrow.
someone kicked him, and um, Kane started talking shit about him, and then XCon tried to defend the person, and XCon, being my real life friend, got me on vent, and I had that vent because I used to run arenas with her, and I got on there and said some stuff, and I remember the last thing someone said to me was, "No, no, no, wait, hold," or they didn't say it to me. They were like talking to someone in the event. They were like, "No, no, no, wait, I got it, I got it," and then I was banned. So, someone was obviously going through the motions there of banning me from that event.
I'll tell you, there weren't many motions. It was just my vet
Yeah.
that I paid for.
Well, I mean, him personally, like I didn't have any issue with Kane. I mean, I didn't have any issue with. I didn't even know the guy. Like I was just basically backing my real life friend. who was also really good friends with Terrellion, like with Tur, like really good friends with him. Like we were all really good friends. So the fact that I got banned in the first place, I didn't really give a fuck, man. But I didn't know why, I got banned. Because I was just supposed to be backing people in that channel that I thought were, everybody was cool with. Um, so.
Well, I think what happened was your buddy had been in there talking shit for like an hour and a half, and we got sick of him and banned him. And then you joined right after and got banned as well.
I mean, it might have been something like that. I talked to him after, and he did get banned. So, um, and Tur messaged me afterwards, and he was like, "Dude, it's nothing personal, but I don't really have any control over all this. So, you're just gonna have to either
Well,
play
Tur's
nice
lost
or
his
deal with
ability
it."
to be allowed to have guild leader or admin in anything because Tur has no self-control.
Tur was always, weird, dude. Like I'd do threes with him, and I swear to God, the guy was not even that good a paladin. I mean, he played all right, dude, but he was not even that good a paladin, and he would try and tell everybody else how to play their class. And everybody I ever did arena with Tur was just absolutely sick and tired of listening to,
You're going to be talking to the
his.
choir about Tur here, don't we?
Yeah.
Alright. He was just very. I guess the best way to put it is Tur was very elitist, except he didn't have really any room to be elitist with because he was never that good. So that's the way I always looked at Tur. Like, I mean, I was friends with him. I thought he was cool and everything, but he was never that good at fucking PvP ever. Not at arena, at least. I mean, I know he had like that title, the 100,000 kills, like back in early Wrath. So, maybe PvP'd a lot during Burning Crusade, during Vanilla even, and got those kills and everything. But, man, he was just a bag full of fucking hot air when it came to Wrath of the Lich King.